The purpose of this DVD is to shine a light on the adjustments needed to be made when interpreting for a person living with deafblindness. Signed languages are of course visual languages, but without the use of vision, extra considerations need to be taken into account or an alternative mode of communication used if we are to achieve equal access to information. You will see examples of all the major communication modes used by the Australian deafblind community. How to make first contact. Try to approach from the front. A small, slow wave in front of the face. If there is no response, then a soft touch with the back of your hand on the back of the deafblind person's hand or lower arm. After making first contact, the deafblind person will hold either one or two hands up signifying which mode of communication is required. Visual frame. Signing must be kept within a small frame so that the hands do not disappear from sight. The distance from the receiver of the message may need adjusting. Light and glare is an extreme problem. It is important that positions be worked out prior to conversation so that vision is maximized. Tactile. With the hands of the deafblind person placed on the hands of the signer, language is felt in the hands. Numbers. Numbers can be difficult to catch through tactile means. The following are some hints to make for a more successful interaction. Another method is to drop the signer's hands to a lower position so that your fingers rest in the palm of the deafblind person, allowing the receiver of the message to feel the fingers. Make sure the thumb is felt clearly for numbers 6 and above. Numbers are often very important pieces of information, so keep the signing slow to make each digit easy to catch. Prepare the deafblind person for a number by using a sign to set up the context, i.e. number or how many or how much. POP or print on palm can be used for numbers. Auslan signs that need adjustment or extra information added. In the following clips you will see the adjustment of signs to a more comfortable and appropriate way. The adjustments are made not only for the comfort of the people conversing, but it assures that the signs are kept within a visual frame. The location of a sign can sometimes be difficult to work out, especially if the deafblind person does not know how tall you are. So for example, the sign think could be misunderstood for see or taste. Following are some examples of minimal pairs that are often confused because the only parameter that separates these signs is location. A helpful helpful hint is to precede the sign with a relative sign like food delicious. This will help differentiate between good luck and delicious. Controlling hands. Some people think that if they don't hold and control the other person's hands, then contact will be lost. How to direct a person's gaze. Redirecting a person's gaze can be tricky because the hands can be lost from sight. While a deafblind person is presenting, it is critical that the presenter receives audience feedback. The haptic Yes symbol can show emotion by how you touch, varying strength, speed and length of touch to show interest, shock, excitement, etc. Notice with the sign Where, the signer's left hand touches the deafblind person's right forearm to make sure the sign is understood. Follow the conversation by tapping Yes on the arm of the signer and show emotions in the hand, i.e. laughing. Deafblind fingerspelling. Deafblind fingerspelling is another communication method. Usually the message is summarized because this is an alphabet. Find a comfortable position for both you and the deafblind person. Tracking. Tracking is used for those who have sufficient sight to be able to discern hand shape but need to track the movement of signs. The deafblind person holds one or two wrists of the signer to help guide their eyes to where the signs are produced. With lighting and background, the following points need to be considered. Wear a plain coloured top, preferably dark, as patterns can cause problems. A plain dark background works best to maximise contrast. Lighting is best when overhead. Bright light coming through windows can also be a problem, so you may need to pull the blinds down if available. A plain wall is best instead of people moving behind the signer. This is touching on the surface of deafblind communication and the ways to assure a smoother interaction. If you have any questions, please contact Able Australia. We would like to thank Gina Pondell-Dolfo, Heather Lawson, Dennis Whitcomb, and a special thank you to the Deafness Foundation of Victoria for sponsoring this project, without whom this DVD would not be possible.